Hello, my name is Sylvia Gonzalez, and I am one of the financial aid counselors here at Rush University. Next, we will be presenting an overview of financial aid. By this time, everyone should have completed a 2020-2021 FAFSA. If you haven't yet, please go to studentaid.gov and complete your FAFSA as soon as possible. Starting October 1st, 2020, everyone should complete their 2021-2022 FAFSA for the next academic year, which starts fall 2021. Next, let's talk about the several types of financial aid that are available. But before we do this, let me explain to you about the definition about subsidized loans. A subsidized loan are loans that do not accrue interest while the student is in school. As grad students, you will only qualify for non-subsidized loans. So, an unsubsidized loan is a loan that does accrue interest while you're in school. The interest rate for this loan is at 4.3%. It is a fixed interest rate. And again, interest does occur on this loan while in school. The next type of loan that you will be offered will be the Grad Plus loan. Grad Plus loans are non-subsidized loans as well. The interest rate is at 5.3%. It is also a fixed interest rate and a credit-worthy loan, which means that the federal government will do a soft credit check on these loans. You also have private loans. Private loans are from private lenders, and students will have to apply online for private loans. The interest rate for these private loans depends on the lender. Moving on, next we have institutional grants. These are based on financial needs and are determined at the time your financial aid package is generated. And finally, we have work study. Work study is available to students based on need. Students must complete a FAFSA in order to determine if they qualify for work study. Work study funds do count towards your financial package. Next, let's take a look over your cost of attendance. The cost of attendance is what it will cost a student to attend Rush University for one academic year. This average cost includes tuition, books and supply allowance, living allowance, and health insurance fees. The Office of Financial Aid reviews and adjusts the cost of attendance every year based on tuition increases and other charges. A student's financial aid cannot go over their cost of attendance. So if you receive any scholarships, know that your financial aid package will be adjusted to equal your cost of attendance. We highly recommend you budget accordingly in order to ensure you are able to allocate funds throughout the month that you are enrolled in for each year. And finally, your tuition is based on the number of credit hours you attend each year. Next, let's take a look at your estimated cost of attendance charts and financial aid package charts. The tuition charges you see here are based on students taking 13 credit hours for the spring and 12 credit hours for the summer. So depending on the credit hours you register for, your tuition may vary term by term. Books and allowances are not part of your tuition charges. Your tuition charges will consist of tuition and Rush University health insurance fees, unless you waive out of the health insurance fee. Below, you have an average financial aid package. You have an unsubsidized loan that consists of $10,250 per term, and a Grad Plus loan, which consists of $13,330 per term. Again, this is an average financial aid package. Every student's financial aid is not the same. Next, let's move on to some student loan information. The standard repayment term is 10 years. Payment on your student loans begins 6 months after you graduate or you register for less than half time. You can't pay the interest on your unsubsidized loan and Grad Plus loans while in school. For information on paying on the interest, you will need to contact your loan servicer. There are several repayment options available you can look into once you're getting ready to start making payments. There are several deferments and forbearance available as well. If interested in taking a look into repayment options, you can go into your studentaid.gov. Next, let's move on to overpayment and refund checks. Financial aid disburses at the beginning of each term. Funds are applied towards tuition charges first. Any excess funds after tuition is paid in full will be issued to the student via direct deposit or paper check. Overpayment or refund check will include your living allowance, book allowance, and health insurance fees. To sign up for direct deposit, please contact Financial Affairs. They handle payment plans, billing, and overpayment. Next, we are going to talk about satisfactory academic progress, or what we call SAP. This is a federal regulation that all post-secondary schools must follow. The Office of Financial Aid reviews every student's coursework to make sure they are successfully progressing towards their degree. Graduate students must have a 3.0 GPA and a pace of completion of 67% at the end of every term. The maximum time frame to complete your degree is 150%. Academic progress policy may be different than financial aid progress. Your financial aid can be suspended even though you are allowed to continue in the program. Next, let's talk about what happens if you don't meet financial aid staff requirements. First, you go on a financial aid staff warning. You are still eligible for financial aid during this period. Second, you will go on financial aid suspension. At this point, you lose all financial aid eligibility. To regain financial aid, you have the right to appeal the suspension for extenuating circumstances. If your financial aid is suspended, we will notify you and go over what the next steps are. Finally, what are your next steps? Make sure you complete your FAFSA. After accepting your loans, make sure you complete your MPN and entrance counseling. Complete any pending documents listed on your portal. Keep an eye out for your 2021-2022 financial aid package sometime early 2021. And finally, review your financial package and accept the aid you need for tuition and other expenses. Thank you.